Hello, welcome back for another one of Tom's Teas. Tonight we are going to do a chicken curry. For the chicken curry you are going to need some curry powder. So we've got a medium curry powder, about 3 teaspoonfuls. You could use a mild curry powder if you don't like spice, or a hot one if you do like spice. Juice of 1 lime. We've got 100 mils of natural yoghurt, tin of chopped tomatoes, some honey, 300 mils of chicken stock, some crushed garlic, a couple of crushed garlic cloves, and some ginger paste, a teaspoon of ginger paste, some cardamom pods. Don't worry if you don't have those, just add some extra flavour to the sauce. A couple of onions that have been sliced up, and I've got 6 chicken thighs, so this will be enough for 2 to 3 people. If you did 8, you want about 2 chicken thighs per person, really. And then just some rice that we're going to boil to serve with it. So that's all of our ingredients. What you want to start off by doing is making a marinade for the chicken. So you're going to do 1 teaspoonful of your curry powder, half of your ginger, half of your lime juice, all of your yoghurt, give that a really good mix, and then add your chicken into there. And make sure all your chicken is coated in the marinade. And then you're going to leave that to marinade in the fridge while you make your curry sauce. You could do this the day before if you wanted to get more flavour through your chicken. Probably needs at least half an hour, I would say, to marinade. But like I say, do it the day before if you like, or on the morning. Okay, so while our chicken's marinating in the fridge, we're going to make our sauce. So to start with, a drop of olive oil, and add your onions. Your onions, if you're making a curry, you want your onions to caramelise, because that's going to give you more flavour. So they'll take a little bit longer, probably 10 to 15 minutes until you get them just starting to go sort of golden in colour, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Our onions are now caramelised, or starting to at least, so we've just got a nice bit of colour on there. What we're going to do now is add the rest of our ingredients for our sauce. So I should mention at this point, what I'm going to do is blitz up this sauce so it's nice and smooth. If you don't have a food processor or a stick blender, don't worry though, because you can still make the sauce exactly the same. The only thing that you need to change is when you put your, I've just got a crushed garlic clove, you just need to chop that finely if you weren't going to blend up the sauce. So garlic and ginger go in. Just make sure you get all of that in there. Your curry powder also goes in. Give that a mix. Add your 3 cardamom pods, the rest of your lime juice, and let that cook for a minute or 2 until you start seeing the oils from the spices coming out into the pan. You can add, or you can also add your honey at this point as well. So now those spices have cooked out a little bit, add your chopped tomatoes and 300 mils of chicken stock. Add a touch of salt and pepper. bring that up to the boil and then just let that simmer. And while that is simmering away, you can pop a pan on for your rice if you're going to eat it with rice. And then I'll show you how to cook the chicken. While your sauce is simmering away and your water's coming to the boil for your rice, you can start to cook your chicken. So just to add some oil. Make sure your pan's really nice and hot. And then add all your chicken. And what you're trying to do here is not cook your chicken all the way through, because we're going to add that chicken into our sauce. We're just gonna seal it to start with. Sauce has been cooking for about 10 or 15 minutes. You're just going to pop it into a blender or use a stick blender in the pan and just whiz it up until it's as smooth as it can be. Again, like I said before, if you don't have a stick blender, don't worry, you can serve it chunky. Once your chicken's cooked on one side, turn it all over so that you're sealing both sides of the chicken. You don't want to be able to see any pink bits by the time it goes into the other pan. Once it's nice and smooth, pop it back into the pan that you were using. And then once the chicken is sealed on both sides, you add that and all the marinade into there as well. Give that a good mix. And then you just need to let that simmer for about 20 minutes or until the chicken is cooked. With your rice, it's up to you how you do it really. You could do it just in boiling salted water, or what I like to do is add a bay leaf and some cloves, and I'm going to add a couple of cardamom seeds as well. Add all that to the water. There's some salt in there already as well. Just adds extra flavour to your rice. You just want to make sure that you remove these before you dish up the dish, because the last thing you want is you're eating your chicken curry and you chew on a clove, because all you're going to taste is clove for the rest of the night. So pop all that in. You want about 75 to 100 grams of rice per person. Just make sure you've got plenty of water compared to the amount of rice that you're putting in. Give that a stir and just let it come up to the boil and then simmer it. Roughly 15 minutes for your rice, and then you can drain it. Okay, so our rice is ready, so that's just going to go on one side of the plate. And our chicken curry on the other side. And then if you want to, just garnish with some freshly chopped coriander. There you go, it's a nice straightforward chicken curry.